there everyone, this is Naga here with another edition of DosPot, taking a look at the games of my childhood, or ones I've never played but holy crap are they old. This happens to be Jones in the Fast Lane. I played the absolute ever-loving fuck out of this game. It's a bit like the Game of Life, except it's not like the Game of Life at all. This is a good summary of what it's about. Go to school, get stuff, everything's a race. Which I find a little bit humorous, but also sadly true. So this ticks the tragicomedy box for me. And that aside, let's actually start. I have the cursor up there because I think I can control it with a cursor. There we go! This is your play area. We're gonna actually play. I'm gonna be the only player. I'm gonna be the smug-looking guy. You can set the goals of the game. How much money you have, your personal happiness, which I'm not exactly sure how that's measured, your education level, and your career. Well, this all seems fair, and you can sort of figure things out. I will take a look at what happiness is, so I'll just get shit. Well, I mean, the humor. I guess I'll do this so you can at least read it. You can pause the video and read. We're gonna play, and we're not gonna want to play against this asshole. There's an AI that you can play against, and the reason that I'm not going to is because it will severely pad the runtime. But that just gives you a competitor who can beat you. So the game is played from the perspective of you being a complete uneducated loser asshole. You start it in these, you know, garbage flats. So what we're gonna do is completely ignore that, and we're gonna go straight on down to the employment office. Doop. And yeah, this was pretty good at the time. I think this was 1988. So keep that in mind. This is pretty amazing. I'd like a job at the McDonald's substitute as a cook. Well, that's fantastic. You can make fries now. Aren't you proud of yourself? So gameplay is divided into weeks. And the more actions you take, you know, the more that week goes away. Each week, you have to have some sort of food item, or you take a severe penalty to your next starting week. I want to complete trade school. By paying an enrollment fee, I can pick one of these subjects and do it to completion, which takes time units. I also have rent to pay, though, so let's go to Monolith Burgers and flip burgers. That's absolutely accurate. As you can tell, everything is horribly expensive, so we're just gonna get the cheapest thing. And now we're... lol. And we're eaten. We have eaten. So now we work. And that's the week over. And random things can happen at the end of a turn or a week. This was... you just spend some money, which sucks. But it's not especially too bad. So we're gonna want to march down here and complete our education, which unlocks more things to do, but the enrollment fee is a little bit prohibitive right now because we also have rent due every 7 days. Is it 4 weeks actually? I'm being stupid. But you know, I've just spent money that I had to re-earn that I'm gonna spend again, so yeah, you can't do a whole lot initially. This also didn't help. This means that this week I can do no studying, because I'd like to drive the money up. Lol. And now I've got a whole bunch of money, which can and will probably be easily stolen. I have just enough time to go to the university and pay an enrollment fee and complete one block of time. Like, this is not one block of time, but I can make it sort of think that it is. So that's a bit of wiggle worming that you can do. Lol. I have the best relatives. Okay, I'm gonna have to pay $325 at the rent office if I want to continue living there. On top of the food that I have to eat, I'm now, you know, slightly in trouble. I think this gives me enough time to run over and pay my rent. I don't like how she looks, and it's nothing personal against the actress, but something about that entire thing is just, As you can see, the cost of renting a low-cost apartment's gone up since the game default. So that's no good for us. And we're gonna just run out of time. But, yeah. We can have the newspaper, we can have some lottery tickets. The food for 1 week option is only valid if you have a refrigerator. We don't have that yet. We're gonna spend all our money on lottery, so we don't spend actually the rest of it. See what I mean? I didn't have more than a niner to save, or rather spend. I won the lottery! That's tremendously helpful. Wow, okay. So, we have 262 again. Let's go to the cheap market. Mart, whatever. Lol. I don't quite know what these two do. I think they're for happiness. That's for something. None of this will help me store food, so I'm just gonna go. And it's on my way to the university, so I'm gonna go into Socket City. If I want a better job, I'll have to get better clothing eventually. As you can tell, I'm quite far away from affording a fridge. It's not gonna happen. But that's why we're trying to study to get a better job. So, right now, much like in real life, if we can just stay afloat, things will work out. I apologize for the speed the game is running at. It is very accurately recreating what it was in DOS times. Okay, so that's a warning that your clothes are gonna go stupid. If you have shitty clothing, you can't really work. So you're sort of forced to buy these. You're forced to buy one of them. And I look a bit nicer. Do I? I'm sorry, my memory's garbage. I legit thought that I improved my own look. That's gonna cover most of the rent, which should be due in 2 weeks. And then we can do a bit of this. Now, it's worth noting that occasionally you will want to go to the employment office anyway, even if you can't sort of get a better job, because your pay might have risen, which that's not it. Monolith Burgers, we started as a $4 an hour cook, so no, nothing's changed there. But I can be sneaky and say, well, I want to be a clerk. Nope, you're just unlucky this time. That's unfortunate. Well, what about Socket City? I can be a salesperson there. That's excellent. It means that I now have slightly higher pay. I've got my electronics degree. Just fantastic. I haven't eaten yet, so I can't forget to allocate enough time to do that. But as you can see, unfortunately, I need better clothing. Which is gonna really fuck me, because that's more money that I need to spend. And rent's right there, so... a little bit worried. There we go, that's better. The guy that they modeled the entire thing off of was clearly having the time of his life. Look at that smug face. He loves this. But as you can tell, each block of time that I spend working gives me more money. So that whole ordeal was a bit of a problem, but it does ultimately help us. While rent's due now, I can probably easily churn that out. That's going to give me enough time to run out for a burger and go and drop my rent off and nothing else. Or at least I hope it gives me enough time to drop off rent, because otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. There we go. I quite like the music. For, you know, the rhythm. And, well, we're done. So there's this little pixel of time left, I may as well relax. And that counts as a full relax action, but I just kind of snuck it in. Wow. Fuck the local scouts. Fuckers cost so much money. So now we're gonna go over to the employment office because we completed our whole engineering thing. And salesperson's still 5 an hour. What about electronics repair? I got it! So that's fantastic, but can we, or will I need a better set of clothing for it? I can! Look at how much better that is. I have not eaten yet. Whoops. Thank fuck. We're gonna get that fridge. We're gonna get that fridge, guys. Oh, and this... Oh, of course, this changes. I could get dog food, but I don't. Especially, you know, I don't have a dog. So, fuck it. Oh, I had to drive to Hawaii, did I? Was I being held at gunpoint? Fucking hate when people phrase it that way. You know, you had to do something, like... Bitch, no I didn't! Stop being dumb. Okay, $700. I'm actually uncomfortable carrying this on me. Because I can get robbed at any second, and it tends to happen with alarming frequency. Okay, well. So, before I get robbed... Yep. I can apply for a loan, actually. Might not be an idea. I mean, like, I could have done that before, but... I like how she just gives this little animated nod because she has to. The way the animation works. It's just like, yes, that's money. Quite. Well, I can't be the manager because I'm dumb. So we'll work on that. I plan to make this a full playthrough, but, you know, that might be too long. I don't want to bore people with it. If it ran slightly faster, that would be a thing. Although, on the other hand, I can and probably will cut this up into 2 videos, because this was one of my favorite games. And it's just... It's one of those things that I'm sorry to keep saying it, but it's special. You don't find many games like this anyway. These unique kind of stupid games. What do baseball tickets do? I'll buy it. Lol. Just to pass the time. I can pay that straight away, I think. Yeah. I'm sort of interested in getting that refrigerator as soon as humanly possible. But while we live at the shit housing instead of here, it's, problematic. Just enough time to make it over and get food. I don't think what food you have does anything. You just have to eat, and once you've eaten that, like, nobody cares, so... Oh no, the economy failed. That means that I think my pay dropped. Which, as you can imagine, is fucking wonderful. That dropped quite a bit, yeah. The manager position barely offers me anything more now. So, that sucks. Can I be an assistant manager? No, I'm too dumb. What about the factory? Executive secretary? No, I'm too dumb. Well, what about the bank? No. Okay, I'll stop trying to do that and go do some education. Have a block of work so I paid for my own food at least. And, you know, this is pretty much the game until you get better jobs that get more money, that get you more things, etc, etc. It is actually quite close to real life, I think. So, we're really close to that fridge. I might just gung-ho it. Oh, the price of that has dropped as well, which is quite good. We're gonna get a fridge. And then we're gonna go to Black's Market. And we can buy food for 4 whole weeks. Hopefully that doesn't spoil, but because it sometimes does, I'm just gonna go get food for 2 weeks. And then finish this week off with, thingy. Education. That was that. So, as you can tell, we didn't have to spend more money. We can just sort of do this and buy food for a couple of weeks. But because we live in the shitty apartments, I think things can happen. I'm gonna go to the employment office with the time I have left and see what my options are. Oh, my pay has gone down spectacularly. Holy fuck. I think I get to keep my current pay until I apply for something. I could be wrong. But, of course, now the problem is, if I apply for anything else, this last bit of time goes away. And this used to be 16. So, that's frightening. I'd rather go here and see if I can buy multiple weeks' worth of food. Arugula, Radicchio, and Belgian Endive? What a yuppie. Or was it Endive? I don't know. Rent is due. Dum da da. I think I used to get like 88 per work block, so we'll see. That's 100? Is it? 71? Oh, that still looks like 88 to me, so our pay hasn't actually gone down. Buy a freezer so the food doesn't go stupid. Ooh, you know what? I didn't pay rent. That's pretty bad. I should go pay rent before anything else happens. I can actually really cheaply buy the better apartment. I'm gonna do that. Well, buy. I now live here and I'm gonna have a little rest so I don't exert myself. Bit of silence so you can hear the quote-unquote music. You aren't likely to get robbed outside of your nice place. So that's quite beneficial. We're gonna go to high-tech U and keep studying and working. You became an engineer in 1 week. That's good. I can come here and maybe crank out 1 work period. Okay, now you can see my pace dropped. Although it wasn't a full unit, so that might be it, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in hindsight that's what that was, it was like half a unit, so I got credited for half a unit. Whoops. No, these are still dreadful. I don't even remember what my original pay was. I think it was like 11 or something. So I'd have to be the general manager of the best paying thing to, yeah. As they say, that ain't not good. I suppose if I worked at High Tech U, then I could at least switch between working and studying at a moment's notice. But no, that's not gonna happen. Oh well, nothing for it. I gotta work a little bit too, though, because the rent still has to be paid. Like, as cheap as the rent currently is. Lol. Oh, see, that's an unexpected problem that I can now account for. I'm gonna spend half this week working. And then buy a set of clothing. Probably the really good ones, because they were 300 and now they're just... You know, they're affordable. Whee! Probably stop by here to buy myself some food for the coming weeks. And... yeah, not sure. Not sure. I can try my luck at the job office. I probably won't get anything, but I can take a look at what the wages are like. I feel like this has gone up slightly. Could be wrong. Anyway. Really? Thinking costs money, goddamn. 260, you know what, I got that twice, so I'm just gonna pay that twice. And that's obviously a few weeks extra that I don't have to sort of be bothered by going to the rent office. Which is next door, but still that little bit of time saved. At any time I can be robbed, so it's worth noting that I will likely be pickpocketed. I didn't used to know that boss.admin was business administration. I just thought, buses, I like buses, you're gonna learn to be a bus driver. I was really not a smart child for a while. Let's buy a vicar. Lol. And a colortive. I don't know what that is. I get the humor, but I don't get much else. So we buy everything! And then keep studying, because holy crap, you know. Academic or business. I think there are ways to check how you're doing. Oh. Oh, that's... You know, I got the rental place for free, but now everything's... Oh. Everything's gone and gotten more expensive, which is excellent for me because it means that I got the apartment cheap, and they can't charge me more for that. But all the wages are gonna go back up. So I can spend this week not worrying and studying and probably come back to a nicely inflated pay. Boop. Boop, 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 boom. Lol. Okay, so let's take a look at employment options again. I'm leaning too forward. Me and my bad posture. Nothing's changed there. What about Socket City? That's still crap as well. Well. I guess prices could soar, so it might not be the economy. I mean, I guess, and or a little bit. It's really hard to tell. Right, do that much, do some studying, and then go and buy a few weeks worth of groceries. I've been doing this for 22 minutes now, and I'm still enjoying it, but this will have to be 2 videos. It's rare that a DOS game can merit that sort of playtime. I mean, apart from the really, really good ones with structure and stuff. I think Rent would be due now, but I played 2 months in one go, so it's not. And I do feel like the prices are going up. Microwave. Whew. So, if I had turned Joe's on, I have worked too much, and my freezer broke. So yeah, you have to come and have a rest sometimes, or you will overwork yourself like that, which is unfortunate. So if I had turned Jones on, he would also be doing the, like, his turn would be simulated in full. It would be slow and torturous, and I have him off because that's just fucking pointless. Just don't waste my time. Okay, so I took a bit of rest and now I'm gonna be okay, I hope. Alright, so I did another educational thing, so let's see if I can get anything. Slowly but surely it seems like they're going up. I probably couldn't be a professor yet, but at the factory I could probably be an engineer or a general manager. Well, I'm now paid ridiculously well. So, 1 block of time, it was 88 at Socket City, and this is, 128. As you can tell, this is now the good times. We can easily run towards the end of the game with this. Lol, yeah, actually, yeah, I have experience with people doing that sort of thing. Now, is there anyone who I haven't shown off? I think I've been in all the buildings. What's that? Oh, even better. That's, yeah. Let's go to work and worry about it later. I bought a week of food on week 24. I don't really care at this point about, like, you know, education, because I got the job I wanted. It's completely irrelevant. I will put some money aside, though, for the inevitable robbery. And if I can sneak back here and work one more unit, then I should have 2 weeks worth of rent. But of course, I'm probably going to spend some of it. No, I can still afford 2 months of rent. See, it's 260 because that's when I got it, when it was 260. But if I wanted it now, it would be quite a bit more. And this again mirrors real life to an extent. My landlord can't bring the prices up without telling me, and I can agree to disagree and leave, if that's an issue. But he can't just say, well, your 500 a month rent is now 600, go die in a fire. Like, that's not how you do things. So that makes a bit of sense. Oh, this was 16. I'm gonna say 20. Congratulations, you have been given a raise. So that, I don't even know, 130 something that I said it was is now a fourth higher. 160. Phew. We're gonna be good soon. I've got a whole bunch of cash on me. Let's go and buy everything for the happiness goal. Dictionary. Dog food. Inferior TV. I have a stove. I think the only thing I did not buy from here was the hot tub. Price of that, yep. Yep, that's fine. I forgot how to check my objectives and everything, so I don't know how I'm doing in terms of completion, but probably pretty well. Do I click the guy? Do I click? I feel like I should click the ones or something. Right click? There you go. It helps to know how much food I have. I got no investments. I feel like there was a menu I could check, but you know, not especially important just then. Whee! Buy the hot tub. Oh, that little pixel. That's tremendously helpful for me. Well, I gotta break in that new hot tub, eh? That's what I forgot, is I've overworked myself. As you can see, there are a few things in here now. I think what's missing is either the encyclopedia or the atlas. Some booky-looking thing. Possibly a dictionary. Stove stereo, color TV, black and white. No. We're gonna work our sweet little upper middle class, whatever this is, ass off and just rush towards the end, I hope. I'm gonna also try to get a little bit more education, because I don't know, you know, what I'm missing. Oh. Oh, dear lord, though. That's gonna be not good. What's it now? 400? Oh, that's still pretty decent. I like the ladies' outfit, the ladies' business outfit in there. It reminds me, like, it actually looks like actual clothing from the 80s and 90s that people would wear without shame. And I think my pay went up again. Oh, yeah. Awesome. So, yeah. Hey, I got money with my computer. If, remember that anytime if you want to read any of the funny stuff, you can just pause the video. Microwave visa. Do I have a microwave? Probably. So they don't have anything interesting for me this week, and I'm pretty sure that I'm out of food this week, so I'm going to stop by Black's Market. Look at all that cash, though. Jesus. Why not? And end the week with a little bit of R&R so we're not completely fucked off our ass. I may actually be able to upload this as one video because of how low quality it is. Like, it won't be a massive file size, it'll just take a while to watch. Nothing on the lottery. How unfortunate. Right. I don't think I have an 8-track player. Baseball tickets, dress codes, none of these. A bit of studying. I don't know what a postdoctoral is. This is based on, I think, the American system of education. Suffice to say, I'm more than not familiar with it. Did I get another pay raise? Oh, sweet. So that's, wow, nearly 200. That's delicious. You took a friend out to an expensive restaurant this weekend. Well, if they let me do that, then they're not a very good friend, are they? Ha ha ha, just kidding. There we go, Atlas. And now only the encyclopedia should be remaining to, purchase. The game's fairly loud in my ears, and I have little control over it. So I'm just hoping that I'm not too loud or obnoxious myself in return. Come on then, you come on and win, goddammit. Oh, wow. And that took the entire weekend, did it? Well, my freezer fucked up a little bit, which means I probably need to buy more food. I'll try buying twice, like, see what that does. As far as I know, under most conditions, the manager of the factory, which I currently am, is the absolute best job you can get. Let's see if my pay went up. I'm surprised that I haven't been robbed yet. Oh, my pay went down quite severely, so that's exciting for us. I love how it just says research. Like, researcher? Am I studying to be a scientist? Oh yeah, rent. Something as simple as rent. I mean, look at that. I got really lucky that the prices fell the first time. There, you got more that, like, leave me alone with rent. That's what I'm saying. Now, if my life was this easy to turn around, oh boy. I'm sure many of you can sympathize with that thought. Oh no, look at all the money I'm forced to have. Horseshoes in your apartment. The people downstairs love you. Aww. Right, we're gonna work a little bit. Just for that extra floatiness. Then we're gonna finish research, or whatever that is, and yeah, we're gonna end the week resting, because holy crap. Take note that for some reason research or researching is more complicated than publishing stuff. Unless the research was for, like, market research or editorial journalistic stuff, which would make sense actually, but anyway, so my guy has a lot of stuff. He has all the best things except the damn encyclopedia. The only two things I think he might not have is money and education. I'm working on the money, obviously. Like, I'm carrying so much cash, it's stupid. I'm gonna actually go to the bank and drop a whole lot of it off. I can buy shares, but I'm not especially interested. Payment, deposit. Whoops. Yeah, well, that's fine. How much food do I have? See, I have a net worth of a fuck ton and 6 weeks of food. So, I'm not doing too badly. It's either the money or, more likely, the education. I should really have won by now, though. This is 35 minutes now. I'm getting quite nervous. I might do slight cuts just to speed up the bits where I do the exact same thing over and over again. Yay! I finished my studies! No, I'm stupid. Factory. Yeah, pay raise. No! Did I win? I have won! And it took 10 months. In 10 months, I went from an idiot to a whatever the hell education I had. Thank you for watching Jones in the Fast Lane with me. One of the most interesting games I've played when I was young. It's been a pleasure having you. See you guys again soon.